Well, hello, darlings. It's Miss Tia. I sure hope y'all having a wonderful weekend. Now, listen. There's a couple things I want to talk about. First one being that Karen Reed trial. Can y'all believe that jury still had not come back with a verdict? Like, that's just crazy to me. I mean, I don't know. I guess, really, if you think about it, they haven't been deliberating that long because they had such short days. They get to go home so dang early. Like, most juries, sometimes the media and stuff be standing out there at 10, 11 o'clock at night waiting on a jury. But not there. No, they going to go home like 3:30, 4 o'clock every day. But anyway, that's just, whatever. But I just didn't think it would take this long just because, I thought when I was watching it that the case just wasn't proven to me because, there were so many inconsistencies and witnesses' testimonies. Like, they tell one story, then they tell another. Basically, they lying. Somebody lying. And then, like, they just never proved, like, what exactly happened. Like, it just didn't make no sense. And then Karen, she got them high-dollar attorneys over there, and, they bringing in some big guns with the, testimonies and stuff, basically saying, no, this could not have happened like this. So, I don't know. But apparently, there's at least one juror, if not more, that be thinking that, something different because they have not come to a decision. So, that means that we back on Monday. Well, guess what? Tiffany Marie herself says she gonna be there on Monday. Can y'all believe that? She say her and her son gonna leave like late on Sunday night so they can get there and get in line so they can get a seat. Tiffany, have you been watching this trial? You see how small that little courtroom is? And you think you're gonna get a seat? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You think you gonna get a seat for the verdict? Lord, you crazier than I thought you was. But, we be watching, see if you make it in there. And, on the other hand, why you want to go and do that to them people? You say you go and support the O'Keefe family. Girl, the last thing them people need is you be going and being around them. They been through enough. Like, you think, leave them people alone. Like, you don't know them. And they have been through so much already. And you gonna go and be supportive. Are you kidding me? Like, maybe they need to look back and see all your history of how supportive you've been of people. And your behavior and the way you act. Yeah, then we see if they want your support. No, ma'am. Leave them people alone. Lord have mercy. So, yeah, that's what Tiffany says she gonna go there. But you know what? Like, Tiffany also says she was going to Tennessee 2 or 3 times and she never went. I personally wonder if Tiffany ever even leave her house. I mean, we know she left that one time at the Dunkin' Donuts, thing where she threw the coffee or the whatever, or the cup. But I just wonder if she, like, really leave her house to, like, actually go somewhere, like, on a plane or drive a long distance. I don't know. We will see, I guess. But anyway. And the other thing I want to talk about is misinformation. Just, like, in everything I be seeing misinformation. And it just makes me wonder, like, do creators, like, truly do due diligence and look into things and read up on things and compare, this story to that story and really try to get the facts before they present it to their subscribers and their audience? Like, do they? I mean, maybe some of them do. I've seen some good creators that do that. That really have all the information because, like, you should, because, like, then if somebody in your chat asks a question, you should be able to answer that question. Well, I'm going to give you an example. Allegedly with Brittany J. Now, y'all, I'm not picking on Brittany. I mean, she might think I am, but I'm not. I truly not picking on Brittany. She just seemed to be, putting out a lot of information on these streets that Miss Tia just had to talk about. Like, it could be anybody, but, she been busy at work making lots of stuff that needs to be discussed. But this one doesn't have nothing to do with the Sebastian Rogers case. It don't have nothing to do with Seth, although there's plenty of stuff going on that, you going to find up and down these streets at other places. But, Miss Tia, I ain't even touching that. We done talked about that enough. I ain't bringing that up right now. But, yeah, it's not about Seth. It's not about Katie. It's not about Chris. It's not about anything to do with Sebastian's case. Which is surprising because it seemed like that'd be all Brittany be talking about. But, no, this one, she made a community post, all right? And in that community post, she was saying that the killers, the two men, the illegal immigrants from Venezuela that murdered that little girl, Jocelyn Nungare, she was 12 years old, I think, down in Texas. That the district attorney down there is a marshmallow. She being a marshmallow, she said. And the district attorney is not seeking the death penalty for those two men that did this horrible, horrible thing. And I saw that community post and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. What do you mean she's not seeking the death penalty? If anybody ever deserved a death penalty, it would be somebody like that, kill a child. But I was like, let me go see. So I start researching and digging around different places, not just one place, but different places. And what I discovered was, first of all, Brittany is correct that the death penalty is not being sought as of yet. That's because they in the middle of an investigation. They ain't finished with this investigation. And I also discovered that apparently there is a loophole in the law down there in Texas that if the child is like over the age of 10, then there needs to be a second felony committed before they can seek the death penalty. Something like kidnapping or, SA or like anything. Another felony. So 2 felonies to be able to seek the death penalty. Well, the little girl was 12, and they are right now gathering the rest of the evidence to make sure that along with the capital murder charge, that they can add a charge of a second felony, whether that be kidnapping or whether that be SA or whatever. And they got to make sure they have enough evidence to be able to do that. All right? So they not done yet. They charge them with the capital murder immediately because they know that's something they're going to be able to prove. They're going to be able to prove that. But the rest of the stuff, they still investigating. So how about let's tell the whole story and not, categorize the people like the district attorney, whoever down there, that don't say that person being a marshmallow. Because I can promise you, if that person had the information and all the evidence they need, they would seek the death penalty. Because I've been seeing about that case, and it seemed like everybody down there just like enraged about it. Like they all went to the little girl's memorial service and all of that. So, do a little research. Because, like, what if somebody in your chat would have said, well, why not? Or you're just going to say, oh, well, because I laid marshmallow. Like, come on. I don't know, y'all. Sometimes I just wonder, like, this information that we get out on these streets, y'all please go check. Don't just take somebody's word for it. Because a lot of times it's either not correct or there be a little more to that story that make it make more sense. And the reason for things not the same reason that sometimes people be telling you because they put their own little twist on it. Ridiculous. You hear me? Ridiculous. But anyway. Alright, darlings. Well, Miss Tia gonna get on off of here, and I'm gonna try to stay off of these streets today, but we'll just see what be happening. But I'll be seeing you soon. Bye, darlings.